Guys, Mike here with Jeeps on the Run, and today we're going to take you for a ride on a 1947 CJ2a. My son and I redid this together, mostly from the ground up. It's not certainly a showpiece, but it's mechanically sound and we like driving it. So let's go for a ride and we'll see what it's like to drive something that is from the 40s. So different than most vehicles, your key just activates the electronics. And then there is a button under here, similar to the old school high beams, which you do have over here. This is your start button. So it's only got a 3-speed transmission, 4th gear being a reverse. The steering wheel is huge. If you're a bigger person, likely you're not going to be very comfortable. If you're tall, likely you're not going to be very comfortable. The seats do not move back, they do not move forward. You're sitting on top of the fuel tank. It's very harsh. So up you have reverse, 1st gear is down here. These are your shifters for your transfer case, high-low, and you have your standard gauges up here that you would expect on any other normal vehicle, I guess, assuming they're operating properly. We've added turn signals to this just for drivability. Again, this drives more like a tractor than it does probably a Jeep, but let's go for a ride and we'll tell you a little bit more. 1st gear is pretty much a granny gear. Even in 4 high, this thing will climb straight up a hill. At 15 miles an hour, you could comfortably shift into 2nd. The transmission actually shifts very smoothly, much smoother than you'd probably expect. If you want more detailed information about a lot of the technicals, you can watch Zach Pradel's video from Shooting Cars. He does a real nice review on this exact Jeep. But we'll get you up to a little bit more of a highway speed so you can experience the experience. So this is a 50-mile-an-hour road. We likely will not hit that 50 miles an hour. So I'll show you what she's got. That's 20. That's 30. That's also 3rd gear. That's 40. That Go Devil motor's winding up a little harder. That's about 45. For me, that's comfortable. They do make an overdrive to pull those RPMs down. We're doing about 50. The steering is a constant adjustment to keep you going straight. And right now, you pretty much pray that nothing pulls out in front of you or a deer jumps out in front of you because you are not going to stop. So you drive this with the anticipation that any time anything on this road is going to kill you. At least that's how I drive it. Slowing down. Mind you, I'm not coming to a full stop, but I'm going to downshift more than I use my brakes. The tires this sits on are old replicas, so they definitely don't, the whole Jeep has a lot of friction, there's a lot of moving parts, so it doesn't coast very well, which aids in the simple fact of helping it slow down, which is probably the biggest downfall of this vehicle. We're gonna turn around here. You gotta remember, 1st gear is in the same location that, or reverse is in the same location that 1st is on most vehicles, so if you're sitting at a stoplight, you certainly don't want to accidentally click that thing into reverse. In for a little surprise. Back up to 30. That's plenty of speed for this turn. I'm going to show you what a 50 to 0 stop would look like without downshifting. Actually, we're going to do 40 to 0 because I don't have enough room. So here's solid brakes all the way to the floor. Guys, that was from 40 miles an hour. I've driven cars that could stop faster than that from 100 miles an hour. Again, I drive this thing as if everything on the road is out to kill me. Keeping that distance. This is not about the speed. This is about enjoying the sun and all the waves you will get and all the thumbs up you will get driving this vehicle. It's absolutely a blast. and it is definitely an experience. The other thing you'll do is you'll wait till you can see down the road as far as the eye can see before you take your advantage. And it's always disappointing when someone pulls out behind you because you know they're in for a long trip, especially on a 50-mile-an-hour road. That is 55 miles an hour, and you can just hear the RPMs of the motor. We are all out of gears, and yeah, it's an experience. It's one of those you don't know if you should wear your seatbelt or not. Part of me thinks you're better off without one, in the fact that you could bail if you needed to, or if I wear it, am I going to get cut in half? Will the seatbelt even do anything? Because it's pretty much bolted to this tin frame that's bolted to this chassis that's made out of hat channel and C channel. So, needless to say, they didn't have seatbelts in here. So we're downshifting. You got to turn the turn signals off, as they are definitely aftermarket. I think this turn signal stock is about the same one they use on many golf carts. Again, if you watch Zach's video with shooting cars, he talks all about how they designed this engine and how it got the name the Go Devil. Can't say enough, he did a great video. What we are going to show you here is, and you're not going to probably be able to see it as much as you can feel it in the video, in live person, but we're going to put this thing in 4 low, and we're going to put it in first gear, and the torque that this thing has, we're doing 4 miles an hour, doing 10. So to give you an idea, you could probably climb straight up a cliff in 4 low. So I hope you enjoyed a little bit of an experience of what it's like to drive this. This is all about the fun, being in the sun, being in the weather, and getting all those Jeep waves. Even non-Jeep owners will absolutely give you a thumbs up with this thing. At 55 miles an hour, I mean, you are just holding on for dear life. That's all she's got. So as always, please like the channel, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what you think about this 1947 CJ2a that Charlie and I put some heart and soul into. We'll see you guys on the road.